Hi, Christy Birchfield here with day number 30 in our 52 days through Nehemiah. Today we're looking at Nehemiah chapter 6, verses 10 through 14. They say, "Now when I went into the house of Shemaiah, the son of Delaiah, son of Mehetabel, who was confined to his home, he said, 'Let us meet together in the house of God within the temple. Let us close the doors of the temple, for they are coming to kill you. They are coming to kill you by night.' But I said, 'Should such a man as I run away? And what man such as I could go into the temple and live? I will not go in.' And I understood and saw that God had not sent him, but he had pronounced the prophecy against me because Tobiah and Sanballat had hired him. For this purpose he was hired, that I should be afraid and act in this way and sin. And so they could give me a bad name in order to taunt me. Remember Tobiah and Sanballat, oh my God, according to these things that they did, and also the prophetess Noadiah and the rest of the prophets who wanted to make me afraid." Such an interesting turn of events here. We've seen Nehemiah going through so many different obstacles and oppositions and people trying to get him to do things that he shouldn't be doing, to keep him distracted from the work that God has him doing. Well, now we see yet another attempt for this. Only this time it comes from someone close to Nehemiah, someone who has had conversation with him, someone who's been around him, who's done things with him. And this man comes up to him and says, "Hey, I've heard they're coming to kill you. Let's go in here and keep you safe." The problem is what he was asking Nehemiah to do was something that Nehemiah wasn't supposed to do. He wasn't a priest. So he shouldn't go into the temple in a way that this man was suggesting. But they were trying to get him to act out of fear for his own life. So that becomes the problem. And the enemy uses this an awful lot to try to get us to make mistakes and get us distracted by using fear. When we become afraid of what might happen, or afraid of what others will do to us or through us or for us or any of that, we lose our focus on what God wants to do in us. See, Nehemiah didn't lose that focus, and he didn't allow fear or threats to change what he felt like God had him doing. And even more, he recognized where the threats actually came from. He mentions at the very end, "Remember Tobiah and Sanballat." Oh my God. He doesn't say the name of the man who had come to him and given him the suggestion. He knew where the threats came from. Always understand who the genuine enemy is, and never let fear rule or dictate what our actions should be. Those should only be dictated by God and our obedience to him. Thanks. We'll see you tomorrow.